Well, first of all, the only positive of that game was the fact that somebody came up to me and said they were a fan. So if you're watching this, thanks very much, mate. You've made me day. Flat after that, really, isn't it? In patches, the effort was there, I would say. I think there were times, certainly in the first half, where the play itself actually wasn't too bad. But when we got the final third, the decision making was absolutely appalling. But then you could. So we're just conducting some SCFC fan TV interviews nearby, and someone said Jack Ross in. In patches, the effort was there, and even then we had Maguire hit the post, Power hit the bar. I think Lynch might have hit the bar, but even so, what was the point of Tuesday if you can't follow that up with a win? You know, now we've got to go back to square one again. So, you know, and first of all, I'll congratulate Shrewsbury on the win. I'm not going to be bitter about it. Look, I can see why they are quite good defensively, because they did put their bodies on the line. Almost everything we threw at them, they defended with magnificently. So, yeah, I mean, it depends what Shrewsbury fans' aims are again. I say it pretty much every single video at this point. But, you know, they'll be all right. I certainly don't think they'll get relegated or anything, but it depends if that's what Shrewsbury fans would indeed be happy with. So, look, at the end of the day, we've got a cup game on Tuesday against Oxford, which, don't get us wrong, it'd be class to get the quarter-finals, but ultimately I'd be less bothered if we got knocked out, even though I obviously wouldn't complain with a win. But now you've got Southend next week, and again, you know, I'm sorry, if you don't win that game, we don't deserve to get promoted. And I mean win it comfortably, quite frankly, to be honest. You can say, oh, Campbell's come in. I don't particularly care, to be honest. If we apply ourselves, that shouldn't be a problem. If we apply ourselves, we should be able to go and get that result that we need. Not looking forward to playing Shrewsbury up here, because I know what they'll be like now. Yeah, Donald Love got one over on us, I suppose, as depressing as that sounds. Back to the drawing board. Players need to start taking responsibility, and, you know, because there was too many times in that game where players just thought it was all about them, and it isn't. The sooner these players wake up to the fact that we need to realise it's a team game, the better. The sooner they wake up to that, the better that things will be. I'm sick of players trying to take on 2 or 3 players and then just end up losing the ball because of it. And another thing, while I'm at it actually, there were people behind me slating Denver Hume, which actually really annoyed me, because Denver Hume was one of the few players that were in that team that was actually attempting to create chances in that game. Majority of players were anonymous. Flat again, yeah. Sorry, it's a bit flat, it's a bit dejected again, but back to the drawing board. Oxford and Southend to come. See you later. Bye.